Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We've got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Howard. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside, get the first down. Really tough to stop.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying.
Pulls it in on the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The aerial assault continues. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Getting some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Gets it out fast. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops the throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young. The Bosa's Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed behind the line. It's Io Manor. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today. With spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game, QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. And you saw a great example of that.
They'll run it to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This ball is out behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Handoff from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ford. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Pressure coming. It's caught. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gain of 9.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Trying to convert this second and short. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Io Manor. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Cardinal! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. To throw, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Open space at the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we're going to see, the crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down at 10. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with them.
He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Coming up, the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Ohio State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. More of this game within the game, Kirk. You got the quarterback and the corner, two of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude of he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move a defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Caught behind the line. It's Tate. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Wide receiver gets a shot on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's third down for the offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Launching it downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution, and come up with 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the wideout goes in motion. To the air. It's Howard. Receiver makes the grab. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Looking to throw yet again. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Oh, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here comes a handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I really thought on 2nd goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
On the option, it's Howard. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackle, but first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air. It's Howard. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab near the sticks. It's Ibuka. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Quick pass, the catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship pressure curve.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can they pick up the first on the ground? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. And they'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Punt over the middle. It's Tate. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The completion makes it second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Catch made, looking for the goal line.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here we go on fourth down. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
There's nothing better than that. Fourth down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Yeah, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Lining up to try the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives him the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. To throw, it's Howard. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion.